It's Noelle and
Steven.
So this weekend we are at the Deer Creek State Park near Midway, Utah. We're on the other
Yep.
side of Midway from where we were last time.
We're in the Wasatch Mountains.
We haven't figured that part out really. He's right, it's the Wasatch Mountains, but we're really not sure. Where we live, there are mountains on both sides. But anyway, so we'll show you a little bit of the view. It's a stormy, rainy day. It's been raining and thundering. Get it over a little further to show the rest of the lake. We have a really beautiful view.
It's true.
It's probably the best view we've had any camping so far. So we decided this is our last test weekend. We've been testing since end of March when we got this little camper. It's only 14 feet. It's a Falcon F Lite with a wet bath and a little kitchen area and a table that turns into a bed, and that's it.
That's it.
Very, very, very minimal. And it had to be so that I could pull it with my car. And we've decided, because Steven doesn't have to go back into the office until October 1st,
Yep.
we'll be putting out fall decorations. Pumpkins will be coming out.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
It'll be that time.
Our son will have had his 31st birthday. Anyway.
Now I feel old and I'm depressed.
Don't be. He's awesome. It's a 31 good years with him. So we've decided to load up next weekend and take this. Sorry, people walked by and they can see in the window. They keep telling me they're tinted, but she was smiling at me and wondering who I was talking to. You can see in the windows. We're going to go on the road and go across the country for the next 4 months in our little teeny 14-foot Falcon. Well, not in it. We'll be in the car and then staying for a week at a time at different sites. So I have a family reunion in August, and that's in North Carolina, so the goal was to end there. And then after that, that's the beginning of August, we have to get our youngest back to college the end of August down in Florida. And Steven's parents live in Florida, so it's working out that we'll get to see lots of family and see some different parts of the world, of the country, not the world. We're not going to cross any oceans. So the first problem, I don't know if the Falcon floats. It might, but we're not going to try it. The first part of the problem was making sure we were places where Steven could work.
Remotely, that's right.
Remotely.
And how to do that.
Because he has to video conference all day long.
Yeah, every day.
I hear him in the room next to my craft room talking very loudly to people all day long. So he has to video conference. So wonderful check off the list on that was his office is letting him borrow a jetpack.
So I can test it out, see if it works, and then we'll get our own if it works well.
That's right. We tested it this weekend, and it's worked fine here. And so when I was looking for the campsites that I've booked for us across the country, I've made sure that they were near bigger areas, so there would be cell service for that to ping off of. What's the technical term?
That works.
Ping. I have a technical term. And if not, they were close to a town, we could go into the town. I've also booked us within, like, the first place is 3 hours from our son's house. So if it totally just blows up, we can go back to his house and then make our way back home. And then I'll just get out to the family reunion later. They're all within 5 hours of each other. So if we have to do a reverse or do something different, we've got a backup plan kind of thing. So we took care of that problem. That was the first big problem.
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge problem because you have to be able to work remotely or else the whole thing falls apart. What was the next problem that we were really trying to solve? I guess just making sure we can fit what we need. We can't put a lot in the camper to pull it. It has to fit in the car, so we're going to have to be extreme minimalists.
And we have to watch the weight. Nothing can be too heavy.
Yes. Oh, we had to make sure we went to places that were full hookups, which some of these states, their state parks are just electric and water, which is okay because you can go to a dumping place, but we have really small tanks, so we'd have to do that like every day, which is okay. I mean, we just don't want to have to do that every day. So it was making sure we had full hookups just to make it more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much it. So this is going to be, we've been experimenting, learning how to use our rig, learning the things we needed to know. I think today we finally have all the organization down, and we'll probably share that at some point. And we know what we need, and make sure we won't bring things we don't need because we want to have room for them. So we're going to be cutting across the country, and hopefully it's going to be a fun adventure because we realized when will we have this opportunity again? Not for 8 years and 10 months when Steven retires.
And hopefully we don't have to do this COVID thing again.
Hopefully
Hopefully
not.
not.
That's
Yeah,
true.
This has been bad.
We were waiting to
Not
make
a good
sure.
thing for the country.
No, waiting to make sure it was safe to travel with that. But we're completely contained. We don't plan on encountering people at all, except for when we get to our family.
We're taking our quarantine on the road with us.
We are, and we've been very careful. I mean, I've been doing Walmart pickup as much as I can, and we wear masks, and we'll continue to wear masks, even if everybody else is wearing a mask. I like wearing a mask and my sunglasses because I could be 20 in a mask with my sunglasses on.
That's
You
right.
don't know. It takes years off. It's fantastic. And the other thing, the COVID, and then the riots started, which is a terrible,
Yep.
sad thing and very scary. We live near Salt Lake City, and that's been on curfew through yesterday. I haven't gotten an alert that started again. So we were a little like, well, maybe we need to wait and see what's going to happen next. But I think that's dying down, and we're going to not have to worry. I don't know how I would be worried about that, but we just want to make sure we're being respectful of that. And
So our next video will be from the road on our big adventure.
it will. Very big adventure.
Right.
Starting in June. It's June. Starting in June. And we'll be getting back to our house in Utah at the end of September.